Hello, everyone. This is Jade Inspiration Masters. We are a communication leadership training institute based in the United States. We conduct the programs for corporate in terms of public speaking, communication, leadership, and also we have amazing youth programs run throughout the nation, available in all the 50 states and Canada. That is on public speaking, leadership, and online presentation skills. And also, if you are in Dallas, Fort Worth area, we have 10 physical locations in the DFW area. Again, this is Jay. As a part of our inspiring series, we get this great opportunity to meet the difference makers, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the people who are making a difference, not just in the United States, but around the world. And today I have an amazing difference maker here with me. Let's find out who our difference maker today is. Hello, everyone. This is Jade Inspiration Masters. And today in Inspiring Cities, the difference maker is Roma Patel. Welcome, Roma, to Inspiration Masters. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. So Roma is 16-year-old and she has started an amazing nonprofit organization. We are going to talk to her and ask her all the questions about it, or we'll learn something more in the process. So she is passionate about ensuring that every person has an ability to live with a roof over their head and the resources to succeed. So, Roma, that's a very good idea. And the nonprofit Roma has created is the project lov3. And she's also an international DECA participant. So, again, welcome, Roma. We are so glad you are here. And I'm going to find out for all our viewers what got you the idea, how you got the idea of starting a nonprofit for the homeless.
I guess this is a long-winded
Uh-huh.
response. I'll just start from the beginning. And
Uh-huh.
I'm really lucky to have the privilege that I have. And I live in a house, a 2-story house with both my parents, and I've never had to worry about money. And that's a privilege. And I only really started to recognize and understand that was a privilege in the past year or two, since I've been forced to stay home and really be able to go on the internet and research and learn about everything. And I think for me, I'm so lucky and I wanted to really be able to spread my privilege and use what I've been given to give back to the community. And I think a really big thing that people don't realize homelessness does is it impacts not only a person's like health and well-being, but also really directly impacts their success and how they can grow as a person and their ability to get out of homelessness. And I think a really big thing that people say about homelessness is, why don't they just get a job? But they don't understand that homelessness, it's kind of a cycle, right? It's homelessness. You become homeless because you don't get a job or your job doesn't
It's
pay
not a
enough.
singular event. It is because of so many things going on
Yes,
around.
and it's a cycle, and and because you're homeless, people have that stigma and they don't want to hire you, and it's that kind of cycle. And I really want to work towards bringing those people out of homelessness and giving them the same chance to succeed that I've been given and I was born with.
Awesome. That's a great idea because a lot of people would come across homelessness and not everyone picks up that. And I'm glad you thought about it and you started, and doing something about that is amazing. So we really, really are very thankful to you for doing such a great work with that. So how are you planning to work on that, and what is it that you're doing right now for that?
Yes. So you already mentioned that I started my own nonprofit organization, Project LOV3, also known
Uh-huh.
as Project Love. And the 3 stands for the 3 types of homelessness.
Uh-huh.
And basically, the meaning behind the organization is working to target people in all types of homelessness, because there's homelessness
Mhm.
that most people recognize of people that live without they don't have a home, they have to live on the
Mhm.
streets. And there's people who are homeless, meaning that they have to house surf or couch surf from place to place. And that means you don't have a home. You're constantly moving because you can't afford to live on your own. And I think the idea behind Project Love and um, what I'm doing with Project Love is trying to not only generate a profit to donate, because that is important, but also
Uh-huh.
spreading awareness and helping people be aware and learn about the different types of homelessness and the effects and how many people are homeless and things like
No,
that.
that is so true because people do know that homelessness is a problem but the statistics we don't know. How many people are there and how does that work? So you mentioned the three types of homeless people. So
Yes.
what that part is?
So
Uh,
basically, there's three types. The first type is chronic homelessness. So that means you have been homeless for years. You
mhm.
can't. It's is that the chronic homelessness is usually the cycle homelessness that I
Uh-huh.
talked to you about, where it's
Uh-huh.
you become homeless and then it's really really hard for you to get out of homelessness. You've been
Mhm.
That's usually the homelessness that people see in like big cities where people live in tents or they live in like on the streets and things like that
Mhm.
where they've been homeless for multiple years. Then there's another type of homelessness where this is like one time homelessness, where it's more of you become homeless once and then you get out of it,
Uh-huh.
which is, I guess, no homelessness is good because we don't want to paint
Yeah,
homelessness as a narrative of something being positive. But this is, I guess, the least detrimental type of homelessness.
that is
It's
right. The temporary they got some problem, they're out and then they're back in.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
don't ever go back into homelessness. It's just a one-time thing. And then
Uh-huh.
the other kind of homelessness that I was talking to about is homelessness where you couch surf or you not necessarily on a street, but you're constantly in and out of homelessness. It's not necessarily you're always homeless, but it's you get a job, you get a house, and then you lose that house and you go back onto the streets, or you have to live at a friend's house and things like that.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's interesting to know. And because the more things you put out there, that's how we all get aware of what is going on around. So that is very nice. That's good to know. And how do you plan on solving the problem? So I think you already started something on raising the funds and donating. Tell us something about it.
So obviously the problem is such a big problem and it's not necessarily going to be fixed overnight, but I want my organization to help people who are working towards fixing it. And so,
Mhm.
like I mentioned earlier, our main goals are awareness and fundraising. And
Mhm.
so, we're currently in our launch month or month of love, where every day on my Instagram, I
Mhm.
post a statistic about homelessness that most
Uh-huh.
people may not know, and then
Right.
create an illustration to go to basically express that emotion or connect not the emotion, sorry, express the statistic or connect with the
Uh-huh.
statistic. And then
Uh-huh.
all these illustrations I post onto my Etsy shop as stickers
Uh-huh.
and sell them. And
Uh-huh.
then all that profit generated from there, I go and donate directly to the Fantasy Youth Hair Center, which is a teen homeless shelter based
Uh-huh.
in downtown Dallas.
Okay. Okay. So that's very nice. So you are uh, currently generating all the money yourself by using Etsy as a platform and then donating all the money to the homeless shelter. Oh,
Mhm.
that's a great idea. And again, this part, the stickers which you create are one of the part of creating an awareness. And for all our viewers, Roma is here because the idea is to create awareness, to bring this to light. Homelessness is not unknown, but to bring it to light and to bring it in the format what she's doing. And we are going to be sharing that little slide. I want you to share the slide for the what you're creating, so that way we all can get a better idea about it.
So here's my shop. The title's right here.
Okay.
And then basically these are all the illustrations that I also post on my Instagram. And on
Uh-huh.
the Etsy, the statistic photo isn't on there, but if you would click on something, so if I click on this one
Mm-hmm.
over in the description, it will tell you the fact and the connection that it has to the illustration.
Uh-huh.
And basically every day I will post one illustration and the statistic goes along with it. So I'm currently on my 24th day. So
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That is outstanding. So that's very, very impressive. Good job. So thank you for sharing that, and that way we get a better idea about what is going on around. So uh, tell us something more that how can people engage in that, and what's your plan for the future? How can people engage right now with this one? Like, can they go to the Etsy shop or?
Yes, of course. Engaging is not necessarily a monetary donation. I want to say that straight
Uh-huh,
out because
uh-huh,
some people, and I understand this, don't have the means to donate. They
uh-huh,
don't have the resources to donate, which is totally
uh-huh,
okay. And I totally appreciate that. And if you still want to support me in my endeavor, you can always
uh-huh.
follow my Facebook, my Instagram. favorite my shop, which doesn't cost any money. It just helps boost my shop in the
Uh-huh.
Etsy ranks,
Uh-huh.
and basically collaborate and help contribute that way, and really work on educating oneself and learning about the issue of homelessness. And obviously, if you can donate, I would really, really appreciate going through my shop and finding something that you like and purchasing it, and just knowing that all those proceeds do go to a homeless shelter. And
Right. And currently Roma is doing 100% of the proceeds are going to the donation. Also, the engagement could be anything on the social media, as well as if we like the what you're doing, that also helps you to promote it much better way. That is amazing idea. So again, thank you for sharing that part. And I do want to know one more thing from you, that you have some plans for the future too. I think you're planning on creating something out of this organization. Tell us
yes.
more.
So right now, as I mentioned earlier, Project lov3 is in its first month, and it's very, very brand new. It's a,
Uh-huh.
you could call it baby organization. It's not
Mhm.
a registered nonprofit organization. So
Uh-huh.
in the months to come, I'm really going to work towards creating a bigger platform and getting enough people to support my cause in order to
Uh-huh.
go and get the organization registered as a
As a registered
government
501,
nonprofit.
yeah, as a nonprofit 501(c)(3), you can register it, and then people can join in. And I think they get the advantage of tax benefit when they donate to your organization. So that's really good idea. And tell us something about what are the places where people can reach out to you, or what are your social media handles where people can go in.
Of course. So I currently have an Instagram, which is my main source of communication and
Uh-huh.
awareness spreading. And that's just project.lov3 on Instagram. And I
Okay.
also have a Facebook. The Facebook is pretty new. I made it a couple days ago. I'm still getting
Uh-huh.
used to the platform,
Uh-huh.
but that will also be the same username there. And then my Etsy shop is etsy.com/shop/project with an extra
Uh-huh.
T,
Okay.
LOVT.
Okay, and I'll
And
be
yeah,
including those links. Yeah, I'll be including all those links here for you. So again, that is awesome, Roma. I greatly appreciate you watching it, thinking about it, and starting and doing something about it. That's one of the most important part, doing something about it. That's
mhm.
where we get the results. So we wish you all the best on behalf of the entire team of Inspiration Masters. I wish you all the best for starting this organization and flourishing. Again, everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe the YouTube channel and hit the like button on Facebook so you do not miss any of those in these interviews. Again, thanks for watching. And this is Jay at Inspiration Masters. I'll see you soon.